New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs' girlfriend Cassie Ventura hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March.
So I'm not going to show that video because I don't want this video taken down. So just that quick clip of Sean Combs running after his then girlfriend Cassie. This has been going on forever, for years. We only started to see it when Harvey Weinstein was called out, was put on trial, and was found guilty. And since then, the New York case was overturned, but he's still serving time for the cases in California. When are people going to stop glorifying these so-called Hollywood elite? They have more skeletons in their closet than anyone, but because they're rich and famous, everything they do is put to the wayside. No one investigates it. And now Cassie came forward with a suit, and many more people followed, men and women. This guy right here is the poster child for bad deeds, if you will. Everybody loves them. Puff Daddy, Diddy, P. Diddy, whatever he calls himself. I call him a coward because he beats on women and he abuses men and women. So to me, that's a coward. Why do people insist on glorifying and idolizing these people just because they're rich and famous? Yeah, they make good music or they make good movies, but what is the purpose? What are they doing for you? Okay, you as the average citizen supporting these people makes the rest of us look bad. So, of course, one day after the video surfaced of Diddy chasing Cassie down the hall in an LA hotel and assaulting her, all of a sudden now he comes out with a statement. It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times of your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up, he said. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video was inexcusable, he said in a self-recorded message beneath a rattan roof posted on Instagram. And he takes full responsibility, and he should. But what makes Diddy believe that anybody believes a word he says? These people have been doing these dirty deeds since the moment they became famous because people love them, they idolize them. The more money you have, the more expensive lawyers you can hire and stay out of trouble. But if you were just an average person like me, and I was seen on video assaulting a woman, I would be sitting behind bars because I'm not rich and famous. That's the bottom line. There is no justice in this world for victims of celebrities because they are celebrities, with the air quotes, because I could give two shits about any of them. They live fake lives. They put on a fake persona for people to say, look at me, look how good I am, look how good I treat people. This is a never-ending saga of Hollywood and the so-called Illuminati. We've all heard about it. And then all of a sudden, Diddy went to rehab. He had to go into therapy and had to ask God for his mercy and grace. Did you ever notice when someone commits a horrific crime or gets called out for their alleged crimes, all of a sudden they find God? I've seen this in my career that spans over 20 years. The people committing crimes and then they're incarcerated, they all find God because they want people to believe that they're rehabilitated. And I've also seen People say they found God, and then they get out of prison and do it all over again. So they take the Lord's name in vain by claiming they found Jesus. I found God. I'm a new person. It's all nonsense. So I just don't know what else to say about this. I don't normally talk about pop culture, but this is so disturbing in so many ways. And they made a big deal about the Homeland Security raids on Diddy's mansions. And of course, many people said, well, if he was a white celebrity, that would have never happened. They wouldn't have been pointing guns in people's faces. Again, they used the race card because how dare you accuse a famous person of color of doing wrong? Okay? This is the world we live in today, and this is the country we live in, where every time a person of color may get in trouble for alleged crimes, it's because of the color of my skin. Okay? It's absolute nonsense. And of course, I'm sorry, but I'm committed to being a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. No, that's exactly what he's doing. He's putting out this plea to his public fan, his fan base, all the weak people who love them, and they're all going to say, Diddy's innocent, this is not a crime, this was a long time ago. And although he can't be charged with that assault because it happened so long ago, the fact of the matter is these people have done this and continue to do this over and over again. Okay? And where was he, and why didn't he come out with anything after all the raids, other than hiring expensive lawyers and saying, he's innocent, it's fabricated, they're trying to make an example of him because he's famous, and of course, because he's black. It's all bullshit. And I've said this so many times before, the very few times I've talked about pop culture. These people live in their own world. They live behind gated mansions. They have 24/7 security, and they don't care about anyone but themselves and their inner circles. They do whatever they want, and if it's wrong, they'll just pay someone a lot of money to get themselves out of it. It's about time that they start holding these woke Hollywood liberals, because Diddy is a big Joe Biden supporter. As a matter of fact, he's endorsed Joe Biden again for president this year. So that explains everything. But enough is enough with these weak men who continue to abuse women and or men because they think they can get away with it because they're powerful. In my view, Sean Combs is a bitch. Sean Combs won't fight you one-on-one with his fists. He'll have someone do it, or there'll be a weapon involved, as far as I'm concerned. And again, I've seen this all too many times in the span of my career in law enforcement. Everybody wants to be a gangster. Everybody wants to carry a weapon. No one can stand up one-on-one and fight anymore with their hands because they're a bunch of woke, crybaby liberals. If this guy really did it, he deserves to be punished. And no amount of money should keep him out of prison if all these allegations turn out to be true.